National Association of Catastrophe Adjusters.
The biggest benefit, the ability to network with 60 plus IA firms. They were just super committed to what they wanted to do and wanted somebody to take a chance on. They were there, and I did.
I just burned 2,000 calories. That's the last time I leave cookies in the oven while I take a nap.
The #1 resource for damage identification books, trainings, and certifications is Hague Education. Not only that, but they provide building inspection and desk adjuster trainings and certifications for those as well. Get a discount on all books, tools, certifications, and other trainings with code AdjusterTV at checkout at hagueeducation.com. All right, let's talk about the National Association of Catastrophe Adjusters. This is a kind of a big deal. It is really the premier. I mean, I don't know if there's another one. There's other associations, but they don't really have a focus specifically on the adjuster. Tell people that may not understand what it is, and what the benefits are, and why they should join.
Sure. So NACA, which is the National Association of Catastrophe Adjusters. Fortunate this year that I'm the president. So it's something that I've been affiliated with for a long time, and took the slow road to the board and leadership. But the association is the largest for catastrophe adjusters. There are other adjusting associations out there. I don't know that they go to the extent that we do. We have partnerships with lots of IA firms, and those partners, training schools as well, that we create opportunities for the members of our organization to network with. And so most adjusters, the percentages are high, that attend our conference have such great networking opportunities. Most of them get work pretty rapidly. Yeah. And it's such a great opportunity. There's lots of education. I believe this year there's 54 classes and 38 hours of CE credit.
Wow. Is it possible for one person to take all those?
No, but it's available. I mean, if you're really ambitious, but again, it's the networking opportunity. You're going to meet adjusters that have been in the field, like myself, 30 plus years, all the way down to they just made the decision to come and we're checking it out. And so, but most of those adjusters are successful. And so we were talking about networking and how would I attend that? Go to, they have trainings throughout the year. They have webinars throughout the year. There will be networking opportunities outside of the trade show. We continue to look for opportunities to do that. But the biggest member benefit is the exposure and the ability to network with 60 plus IA firms, and not just regional, but they're national. And you see the gamut. You see some very large. In fact, you see the largest firms. They're all represented there, all the way to some small mom and pop regionals, and that's fine. And everybody contributes to that organization. And my experience is the adjusters take away from it. Again, a great networking opportunity. They meet people. They can learn new things within the craft, new technique and trick. Trick's not a good word. And we'll use shortcut, which I don't really like that term, but you learn them. But you're going to meet people and understand their experience. And maybe by learning from their experience, you can shortcut yours and do it in less time. And there are ways to do it. Yeah. And some of the best people I know, I think we were talking about this yesterday. I've had new people that approach me through that conference, and still work with them to this day, and may not have ever, if I looked at a resume and not even thought twice about them, but they were so tenacious in how they approached me, and it wasn't overwhelming. They were just super committed to what they wanted to do, and wanted somebody to take a chance on, and I did. And there's others I haven't taken a chance on that, hey, I kind of regret not doing that. So, but they were there, and that's how I met. So
yeah, no, it's a great event. Let's talk a little bit about the event itself specifically. So, Super Bowl is on Sunday.
Yeah.
So
Super Bowl party that night, the registration. There's Bruce Aaat does I think he's doing a drone class.
Okay. He's not doing mobile? He's doing
he's doing mobile as well. He's doing mobile is one of the classes he's teaching, and then he has it may be mobile, and I have that backwards. But he will do a class on drones, and he will do a class on mobile, cool. Xactimate mobile. And
he's on the board too, right?
He is on the board. He's a past president last year. Yeah, last year. It all runs together.
It really does.
It really does. It's like 10 minutes ago I was. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, but Bruce does a phenomenal job. His classes are very well attended, and if you have the ability to get there, there is some space available, but his class will sell out.
Yeah.
And then there's an early registration that I believe ends tomorrow if we get this out.
This won't be out tomorrow.
Okay, well, there was an early registration. You get a discount if you do early registration. If you attend certain classes, then you can, like your school, they have codes that you can give discounts to.
Yes.
Well. So if you're a new trained adjuster, there are ways for you to get cheaper admittance to that.
Yeah.
But I highly encourage you to become a member. Membership is not that costly. It does. We renew it on a cyclical. It's on a cyclical cycle instead of date of renewal is when the date you signed up,
right? And
no longer a cyclical cycle. It used to be everything. You'd sign up if you signed up as an adjuster in January or February. You were paying dues again in June. And so so we changed that to where it's date of registration.
Right.
So you and then if you're a member, it does save you on the cost of going to the trade show as well.
Yep.
So I highly encourage that. And then there are other things that we do throughout the year. There's mentoring programs. There are other savings that we're looking at to give to the membership that they get something out of it. NACA is a nonprofit, so we try to give pretty much everything back to the community in some way. And so however we can help, scholarship, recognition, get you connected to the people that'll make you successful and give you the tools to do it.
Yeah, there's a member directory, right? And
yep.
Is that something that IA firms have available to them?
They have it available to them. We don't sell that per se. They do have to, the IA firms do, because the way they sponsor us, we give it to them.
Sure.
But they're getting this pretty big roster of adjusters, new and old. We encourage you to load your resumes up on the website because there are some tools there that they will use that helps show what your expertise are, show what you have, show your licensing, that sort of thing. It's not a hire, we don't vet to hire, but we give enough information so the IA firms can look at you and say, hey, this is somebody I really want to pursue. So, and they're very helpful. And then one of the other things we talk about NACA going to it. There are events throughout the show. There is training. There's lunch and learns with the independent firms. Our keynote speaker this year is a guy named Steve Badger. He's a litigation attorney out of Texas. Does a great seminar called "What the Hell's Going On?" It's great. If you haven't ever seen it, listen to it online. He is a phenomenal attorney. Good guy. Very approachable. Any of these people that we bring in, go talk to them. They'll give you the business card. They'll help you. If you get into a litigated claim that you need help on, he's a great guy, and others. You'll meet lots of people there. Outside of the training, again, there's classes. Then the networking opportunities. You can interview with all of these firms. And so you can schedule, we have an app that's set up. You can schedule to interview individually with a lot of the hiring managers that are these firms. And so that's why it's such a valuable networking opportunity.
It's huge.
Yep. And so the IA firms, we look at new attendees. Last year we had, 170 brand new people. And, 60 or 70 of those were people that were just switching careers from daily to cat, or coming from the staff industry into the I realm. And so it's this big migration of people, and they had vast experience, and they're like, oh, we're new. Well, you may be new, but you're not new to adjusting. And, you just fast-tracked yourself, and you fast-tracked into a lot of great opportunity. You just didn't realize it. And so a lot of these people just immediately started working. It's great.
Yeah.
So we have some really good success stories out of this. You're always going to have somebody that didn't get what they want. We try. I like hearing those non-success stories as well as I like hearing the success stories. So I always encourage members, if there's something going wrong, please reach out to myself, one of the other board members. We tell the IA firms to do the same thing. I'm not afraid to get on the phone. Not afraid to get involved. You've dealt with me for a long time, and it's part of my job is to listen, but also try to facilitate any change I can make as well. So we do that, and we have a very good, responsive board. Most of the board that's on here now has all been associated with NACA for 5 or 6 or more years. So it's been a good run.
So you made some money. Great. Now learn how to keep that money from flying right back out of your pocket in this next video right here.